Greetings, dear friends. Today's topic is chronic pancreatitis, or inflammation of the pancreas. Some people don't know if they have chronic pancreatitis hitting the pancreas. But it's interesting that in modern man's main enemies of the pancreas is coffee, chocolate, and, oddly enough, bananas. Like coffee, my mom used to make this mistake of pouring a big mug of coffee in the morning, and throughout the day she'd drink it in small sips. She'd sip it in small sips, She'd spread that mug of coffee out over the whole day. That's the kind of coffee drinking that actually is a very serious blow to the pancreas. In particular, it's very hard on the pancreas. The pancreas by the frequent consumption of coffee. Frequent snacking with chocolate, and that's all bad enough. But, like I said, it's bananas, as it happens. Strangely enough, a lot of people who have pancreatitis, their pancreas reacts to bananas. So if we want to get better, we give up chocolate, we give up bananas if possible, even if you like them, and coffee should be replaced with a less tasty drink, but more healthy. Instead of coffee, we drink chicory. Next, of course, the enemy of the pancreas is alcohol, as almost everybody knows. Almost everybody, but not everybody knows that the biggest enemy of the pancreas is alcohol. Is beer? Beer and pancreatitis should be to be cut out, and it's also very strong. To the pancreas. Semi-finished sausages, frankfurters. Dumplings, especially if they're tasty. Let's say semi-finished products with beer. The impact is going to be very powerful. So it's best to eliminate them from your diet too. And we should also eliminate salty fish. Fish, especially fatty salted fish, is also very harmful for the pancreas and, of course, exclude various sodas. Cola, Fanta, they are also in no case should not be drunk in pancreatitis. Well, and oddly enough, a very big enemy of the pancreas. Pancreas is smoking, so try to smoke as little as possible. At least reduce the number of cigarettes you smoke. Now I'll say a few words about diet. But it is believed that in pancreatitis, you should eat a lot and a little. But I want to say that this frequent and a little bit leads to the fact that a person often starts to snack and snacking. And these snacks, every hour, every 15 minutes, leads to the fact that the pancreas gets even more stressed, even more. And it suffers even more. So not too much, not too little. And about 4 meals a day. Yeah. The portions should be small, but still. The best regimen is 4 meals a day. A day with no snacks. Another thing that doctors often forget. Doctors forget that the pancreas reacts very badly to certain medications. So a lot of the medications that you might be taking to treat hypertension or to lower high cholesterol. Now, a lot of these drugs are very hard on the pancreas, and they cause pancreatitis. So check the labeling on the medications that you take on a daily basis. And now, dear friends, let's get right to the treatment. That is, I'm going to tell you about some of the ways that have saved a lot of patients in the treatment of pancreatitis. Pancreatitis, the most important thing is cold hunger. Rest, well, we don't need hunger. We're just going to change the diet, which I've already told you about, but we need to get cold. Take an ice pack and put it on the pancreatic area for like 10 minutes. Second, there's a technique called glandular push-ups. You put your fingertips on the pancreas in the subcostal area and gently. And you start pressing on that area until it feels like there's this tension of the abdominal wall of a mild disease. Just don't provoke a sharp pain as you do this. You put your fingers here and we start to slowly and gently press here on the pain point. We found this point, we squeezed it. We press for about 3 minutes. I'll say it again, under no circumstances. Don't provoke pain like this. Pain? A slight pressure, a slight tension in this area, and gradually when you hold your fingers for 3 minutes, all of a sudden you'll notice that this area starts to relax, and you'll feel a slight warmth. That's what we're trying to achieve. In fact, ideally, if you just apply this pressure, and then when you take your hands off, you put in a hot water bottle with ice. Well, it's considered okay to keep it on for about 15 minutes, but I don't usually go for 3 to 5 minutes. Up to a maximum of 10 minutes, we keep the heating pad on. Now, the next point in the treatment of pancreatitis are very useful in the treatment of pancreatitis. Enzyme preparations. Now we're going to move on to something like this. To relieve the pain. But the best pain reliever is either a drug called Baralgan, which everybody knows, or so-called antispasmodics, but the most is nostalgia and another good drug. And antispasmodics is Dispatolin. It's not bad. Mineral water. But when you drink it, you have to open the bottle first to let the gas out. But you have to leave the bottles open for a while and then drink it before you eat. And then probably one of the main of the treatment is herbal medicine. In general, with pancreatitis, we use herbs that have a double effect. Improve liver function and at the same time, improves the function of the pancreas. A very good herb is dandelion. We use to treat pancreatitis dandelion root, and we make a decoction or an infusion of it. Keep in mind, in most cases it works very well, but in a small percent of people who try with dandelion root, like 5 or 10% of people who try to treat with dandelion, strangely enough, the opposite reaction, and in this case it's understandable that we're changing the dandelion root, but another plant can be used. Corn stalks are a very useful herb. You can use milk thistle. By the way, speaking of milk thistle, I like it very much. I like it for liver treatment and for the pancreas. And the fourth herb that I'm going to name in this group is burdock. We use burdock root. These are the 4 main plants that we use to treat pancreatitis. Corn stalks, milk thistle root, burdock, and dandelion root. And now, let's put together a treatment plan. Well, first of all, diet. I talked at the beginning about the foods that need to be eliminated. And I think that's understandable, and the most important thing is to change the coffee. Instead of coffee, drink chicory. Then we move on to our therapeutic exercises we use for treatment enzymes, for pain. We take either Baralgan, Noshpa, or Dispatolin. We use herbs, corn thistle, dandelion root, and burdock root, mineral water, and for pain, again, you can use a heating pad for 10 minutes. That's the way it is. This treatment of the pancreas helps a lot of patients, and that's it. Today, dear friends, stay with us. Stay with us and be healthy.